Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Module 3, Inventory Management. So we are into the third module now of this subject. The first module explained the basics about logistics and supply chain management. Like we had covered topics like introduction to supply chain management, introduction to, first before that, introduction to logistics management, then supply chain management, then customer service, then demand forecasting. These topics were covered in the first module. Second module, we discussed about the functions, or we can say the elements of logistics management. Like we had seen the functions like transportation, warehousing, material handling, packaging, and all in the second module. Now, moving on to the third module, we are going to focus on inventory management. Now, what is the meaning of inventory? It's a term which you already know. Inventory means the stock of any item or resource which is used in an organization. Any item or resource which is used in an organization, the stock. And this will include, or this could include, raw materials, finished products, component parts, supplies, etc. So common term which we frequently use is stock. Stock and inventory are used interchangeably. And it could be the stock of raw materials, it could be the stock of work in progress, it could be the stock of finished goods, it could be the stock of components or parts, it could be the stock of supplies, anything. It is all commonly known as inventory. So, inventory is the stock of any item or resource which are used in an organization, which is available as of now within a company, within a firm. That is inventory. Now, why this inventory management is important? This module explains about inventory management. Why it is important? It is important because of these 5 points here you can see. The first one is avoiding stock out. What is stock out? Stock out means a situation where there is shortage of goods. Like a customer is placing an order of 100 units of something and we are not able to satisfy that order. The company is not able to satisfy that order because the company does not have that much products with them. Like instead of 100, they are hardly having 75 or 80 units. So that is stock out. So we need to avoid this situation. So in order to avoid stock out, the main objective of inventory management is to maintain inventory at the appropriate level so as to avoid shortage of goods or shortage of inventory. So it actually, inventory management helps us to ensure that the customers have access or they will get the products as and when they require the products. When we inform the customer that we don't have the goods today, it will take this many days to get these goods ready, it will create a bad impression among the customers. It will create a negative image of the company in front of the customers. So maximum the company should take initiative or take steps to avoid shortage of goods. Avoid stock out means avoid shortage of inventory. Second one is excess inventory. Many times the company might also have excess inventory. Excess inventory means which is more than actually required. So another objective of inventory management is to maintain inventory at the optimum level. Optimum level means it should not be too high and it should not be too low also. So this is done in order to avoid excess inventory. What happens when excess inventory is there? When you keep excess inventory, it will unnecessarily block the capital, or it will unnecessarily increase all inventory related cost like warehousing cost, material handling cost, etc. Wherein a company is not having or the company is having goods in the warehouse and you are bringing more and more inventory inside, that will unnecessarily take up the space in the warehouse, and along with that we will have to bear the expense of associated cost as well. So in order to avoid excess inventory, we need to have a proper inventory management system. It means inventory should be there, but it should be at an optimum level. Another important objective is to move the goods efficiently. Efficiency in inventory means that the ability to quickly receive and store the products when they are coming inside the firm, and also retrieve it, take it back and ship it as and when required. So every time we should ensure that this process is happening smoothly. That is efficient distribution of the goods to the customers. No, customers could be the traders, it could be the resellers, anybody. What they are expecting? They are expecting timely delivery of the goods. Everyone expects the products to reach to them on time. This is possible only if there is proper inventory management, bringing in goods, taking goods out effectively. Then, of course, inventory management will also help in maximizing the profit margin, because a well managed inventory will not create unwanted cost. As I told you, if the inventory level is balanced, or if it is optimum, or if it is appropriate, it will result in lower inventory management cost. When there is lower inventory management cost, it will actually help in smooth functioning of the other activities in the organization. Thereby, it will help to increase the profit margin. Other than that, we can say that, like, inventory management also will ensure, or it will also help in timely supply of raw material and finished goods, so that the production process is not disrupted, or the production process is not halted in between. It moves smoothly. It also helps to reduce the inventory carrying cost. It helps to keep the investment in inventory at an optimum level. It will even help in reducing the losses of inventory due to theft or due to obsolescence, anything. So for all these things, we need a proper inventory management system in every company. So basic objective is to avoid shortage of inventory and avoid excess inventory. For this, there should be specialized experts who will always look into the position of inventory availability in the firm. Now, these are the objectives. Now, moving ahead, you can see the functions of inventory management. The functions of inventory management is divided into four. Like, it means, uh, many times the organizations have to maintain a proper level of inventory, or we can say that inventory is also an asset. Inventory is an asset which should be deployed, or which should be used in such a way that it gives maximum profitability for the company. Now here you can see why these four functions, or what is the meaning of these four functions over here. First one is geographical specialization. Geographical specialization means, many times the factors of production like land, labor, then other utilities and all might be at different locations from the firm or from the warehouse. In order to bring all these things together, we need to have a proper inventory management. Like, we need to require this internal processing properly, so that the manufactured goods from various locations are assembled at one point. For this, we need to have proper inventory management. When there is geographical specialization, inventory in the form of raw materials or semi-finished goods or in any other form can be brought easily into the logistical system. So, if, for example, if the goods are kept somewhere else and there is no coordination, nobody knows from where the raw materials are coming, there is no proper inventory management, then we cannot run a business successfully. Instead, there could be, or we can take the help of various distribution centers or various specialized areas wherein the goods and all the inventory can be accumulated together. Second one is decoupling. Decoupling means, many times the goods which we are manufacturing, sometimes we will be manufacturing in bulk units, and because we cannot invest in manufacturing a single unit or two units or like that. When we are manufacturing, normally the manufacturing happens in bulk. So decoupling process actually helps in distributing the economic lot sizes that are more than the market demand. For example, I'll tell you, when we are, just take this example, when manufacturing a tire which is used for the vehicles, once the production is beginning, it will complete that entire lot size. We cannot actually say that only we need only 10 units or we need only 20 units, like that. It's not possible to do that, especially if it's a very big manufacturing company. Even though there may not be demand for the entire tires, still the production will be done keeping in mind the future demand. This is because we need to have the full load capacity, because this much inventory has been brought in. We need to complete that entire process. Then this decoupling process actually helps in that purpose. Then we can also say that inventory management helps in balancing demand and supply. We have already seen when we were discussing about warehouses, how the goods are stored in warehouses. Every time there could be a gap, there could be a time gap between demand and supply. So, in order to balance this demand and supply, we need to have proper inventory management. Like, I'll give you an example. Some products are produced throughout the year but are sold out only during one or two times or only during a particular short period. For example, woolen clothes. Woolen clothes are manufactured throughout the year, but it would be sold out only for a short period. Then what to do with the remaining inventory? We need to manage the entire inventory properly. Similarly, some goods will be manufactured only during a short period, but it is required the entire year. It is consumed during the entire year. For example, agricultural products. In both these cases, what happens? Inventory holding is very important. So that is also an important function of inventory management. Buffer uncertainty, safety stock or maintaining safety stock. The purpose of having a buffer is to facilitate the continuity in the operations. Or holding inventory as a safety stock, it actually helps the company to, we can say, for example, if the demand is excess of forecast, like for example, the customer has asked for more units than how much it was predicted earlier. In such cases, safety stock will come into hand. Same way, if there is some process, some delay in the entire system, that time also, if the suppose the entire system, in the sense if the raw materials have not reached properly, or we can say that there is some delay from the raw materials supplier to reach the products into the company, maybe due to climatic conditions, maybe due to heavy rain, or any due to any such reasons, we that will result in using of this buffer stock. So buffer stock is actually a cushion, we can say. It's actually a cushion which helps in the helps in the smooth functioning of the products. Yes, we can say that inventory management and warehousing are related, because most of the times inventory would be stored in the warehouse if it is not being used for the time being. And only when the production is happening, we need to shift the inventory from the warehouses. Till then, the goods would be normally stored in a warehouse. So to an extent, we can say that inventory management and warehouses are closely related. Not only inventory management, in fact, whatever functions we have seen till now, the warehouse, transportation, warehousing, material handling, packaging are all inventory management are all interrelated. We cannot imagine moving an inventory here and there without thinking about material handling, because material handling is that activity which helps to make available the right product at the right time, right place, right quantity, if you remember that topic. So all these are interrelated. So this is the function of inventory management. Now moving ahead, you can see the importance of inventory management. It is very much similar to the first topic which we had discussed. Importance of inventory management. It is actually helping to avoid stock out, so that we can avoid shortage of inventory. Then avoiding excess inventory. Avoiding excess inventory means we should have inventory which is at the optimum level. Then moving goods efficiently, maximizing profit margin. Inventory management will help in ensuring continuous supply, or it will ensure continuity in the production process. Then it will also help in keeping the inventory carrying cost and associated cost at a lower level. Then overall investment, to keep the overall investment in inventory at the optimum level. So here we can see that inventory management is very important. Inventory management is very important because it is, and we can say it is called as a necessary evil, और इट इज एन evil. Evil कभी होते हैं, evil जब भी होते हैं when it is more than actually required. And but at the same time, it is an asset which every company should have. We, as I told you earlier, understocking of inventory, understocking, your shortage, your stock out of inventory can affect the manufacturing and production process. At the same time, overstocking of inventory or excess inventory increases the cost and reduces the profitability of the organization. That amount which was invested in this excess inventory, that could have been invested somewhere else. So over inventory and under inventory both causes financial impact, and it will affect the functioning of the organization. That is why it is told that we should always have a optimum inventory level. So this is about the introduction to inventory management. Inventory means the stock of any item. It could be raw materials, finished work in progress, finished goods, components, anything which are used in an organization, and it should be always at an optimum level in order to avoid stock out or in order to avoid the shortages, and also in order to avoid the unwanted investment in inventory. We should ensure that we should see that it is always kept at a optimum level. Then functions, then importance. So this much part is covered under the introduction part.